Well, just as planned and as was somewhat promised via the forecast, as much as it can never promise anything, it's been a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. It's also, of course, been the 21st day of October, and we've got one more day like this staring at us, and then Friday, kind of a little bit of a mixed treat. Mixed bag, perhaps more appropriately. And then your weekend still looks to be filled with more clouds and showers than anything else that we would rather have. But an updated forecast does include a good reason to try to find an excuse to get out tomorrow and even into your Friday, but showers will start to roll in. A lot of COVID updates, of course, as there always is tonight. Another day of numerous cases here in McGoffin County. Another grim day, as he referred to yesterday, from the governor. We've also got football game cancellations tonight in lieu of red counties, including McGoffin, and a host of other news and information. We'll also have coverage of last night's McGoffin County Fiscal Court meeting, plans to blacktop a couple of community areas, and some other plans of improvements, if you will. Also, a candidate for Kentucky Supreme Court stopped by the Your News Today and Sagersville Independent Studios and offices earlier today, and we had he has a few remarks that he wished to share with you, and we will get to that with Chris Harris in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and jump right into tonight's headlines and begin with coverage of last night's McGoffin Fiscal Court meeting. Two main items that we'll discuss and focus on this evening, with perhaps more coverage beginning tomorrow. One of the earlier items on the agenda was to approve and acknowledge tax rates, which are set by each taxing district, if you will, the Extension Service, Public Library, things of that nature. I do not have those rates in-house as of right now. We are in the process of getting those, and if there are any changes in one direction or the other, we will have that broken down for you here on the program and or, of course, in the Sagersville Independent. But for now, there was some discussion upon approval of about $128,000 in coal severance funds, which had already been set aside or designated to be spent in two of the county parks, as well as some matching funds for playground equipment for one of those parks, with also some hopes that there might be some other monies to make some other park improvements a little further down the line.
This is to blacktop the main parking lot, to blacktop where the playground's going to go at Half Mountain, and then to blacktop the parking lot at Bloomington. We still want to put walking track around the part where the playground's going to be at Half Mountain. We want to put a walking track around Bloomington Park. That's paved. They're there already. But we're looking at getting a crumb rubber grant, Keeban? They should be, that's an option that we'll have, and hopefully we can get that over the winter and find out more about it. Found out a little more today about some USDA grants that might help us with some matching money. So we might be able to do some additional things at the Bloomington Park and at the Half Mountain Park, in addition to what we are planning on doing over here at Ramey Park. So we got the quotes in and stuff on that, but we're just not ready. I'm waiting to see what happens with the AML and the lights. As soon as we get notification on that, we'll be able to put together a project, put ball court and those kind of improvements over here at Ramey Park.
On another topic, trick or treat in Halloween. The McGoffin County Fiscal Court, as has always been, simply follows suit of the city of Sagersville for the time and date of trick or treat, as they are doing this year. But with this being an extraordinary year, Judge Executive Matt Wireman also pleading with residents to use as much caution as possible for trick or treat, as the city is still trying to find some alternate or special ways to have the safest Halloween possible for our kids.
This is something the fiscal court's traditionally done. But these are extraordinary times, so I think we don't need to take this very lightly. The city has set the date for Saturday from 6 to 8, is it? But they have the ability to somewhat police it to keep people separated and social distance. I think that as fiscal court, it would be in our best interest in the public safety to advise people that that will be the time that they can go out and trick or treat, but they need to do it in as safe a manner as possible. They need to keep the circle small, and what I mean by that is we want our children to have the enjoyment of Halloween but it has to be done in a way that we've never done it before. We just can't go to some place and hit every house for a mile. I just don't think that's the smart thing to do. We want them to experience it, like I said, so go to the family members, go to those people that's in your circle anyway, and keep it limited, and so they can still enjoy it. If you choose to go out and go to every house, please don't go in big groups. Make sure that everyone's social distances, that you're not crowding around people's places. And those people that choose to hand out candy, if you're in that vulnerable category, I wouldn't do it. I think you're asking for trouble. We're seeing a spike in the county and in the state, and I think that the best thing to do, without saying don't do it, because if I said don't do it, or we vote don't do it, we can't stop it. It's going to happen. So what we have to do is encourage proper social distancing, wearing masks, hand sanitizing frequently that night, not only for the children and the parents, but the people handing the candy out. And just make sure that we try to make this as safe as we possibly can, but it just can't be as normal.
Up next, an interview with a candidate for Kentucky's Supreme Court. Chris Harris from Pikeville was in, or in front of, and actually both, I guess, of our offices earlier today, and we'll hear from him right after these messages.
Your state representative in the 92nd District is John Blanton, and in the last 4 years, he's been working hard. He's secured over $130 million for the district. In McGoffin County, he continued the funding at a cost of $80 million for the Mountain Parkway, while at the same time bringing water and sewer lines to the city of Salyersville and the much-needed industrial park. Your vote is needed to continue the progress in the 92nd District, paid for by John Blanton.
It's one of the most popular and most famous things we've ever done at your Salyersville Lee's. Well, except for our chicken and our biscuits and our wedges and our ice and our hot dogs and, well, you know what I mean. The $5 coupon is back in this week's edition of the Salyersville Independent. That's $5 off family specials. That's 16 or 20 pieces of chicken, any way you like it, with mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, and biscuits, enough to feed the fam and more. $5 off. Clip the coupon. They'll even give it to you for free in a free newspaper at your Salyersville Lee's famous recipe. $5 off is back. Same 6 decades of experience. Same undivided dedication and focus on winning your case. New location. The law offices of McFarland and Tinker are now located on Route 114 in the former McGoffin Farm Bureau location. Motor vehicle accidents, Social Security disability, SSI claims, wrongful death and workers' compensation and work injury cases. Call 349-9000. McFarland and Tinker. Nearly everything today is about being safe and well, and Parkway Pharmacy has 2 great ways to get your prescriptions quickly, safely, and conveniently. Simply pull up curbside and call and let them know you're there, or circle around the building and drive through. And just in, a fresh inventory of Atalo, premium CBD oil and cream products for managing pain, anxiety, depression, rest, digestion, and more. All at Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville.
Hello, Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. We have big news. Our credit rebuilding program can put you in a nicer, newer vehicle today. Get 0% financing for 84 months on 2020 Ram trucks. Slow credit, bad credit, or no credit, we can get you approved. 0% for 72 months on the Jeep Compass. And it all comes with the Hutch Guarantee.
Representative Chris Harris, as he currently is, serving in the 93rd District, which represents Pike and Martin counties in our state legislature, is running for a position on Kentucky's Supreme Court. And he stopped in at the Salyersville Independent and Your News Today studios and offices today on his way through his 22-county area that he would represent as a member of Kentucky's Supreme Court as the election draws near.
Yeah, election's 2 weeks away, and of course I'm a candidate for the Supreme Court, 7th District, which is 22 counties in eastern Kentucky. It's basically everything from Mount Sterling east, the 22 counties in the east. And being from the mountains, you know, I'm from Pike County, born and raised, and went to the University of Kentucky and on to Chase up in northern Kentucky to law school. It's just been an honor of mine to represent the people of Eastern Kentucky, and has been over the last 6 years in the legislature, and looking forward to hopefully representing them on the Supreme Court.
What is it that draws you to the Supreme Court from where you are now?
Well, I've got a history in public service. I've got children, going to have grandchildren in this area someday, and I want the court to be open and transparent. I think our court system, has to be open and transparent and accessible. And everybody that comes to the Supreme Court or to any court deserves to be treated with dignity and with respect. And they deserve to have their fair day in court, regardless of your age or your religion or your political background. Every citizen of Kentucky deserves to have their fair day in court. And I want to bring that. I want to give that to people in Eastern Kentucky.
What separates you from your opponent? If that's something
So in this race, there is a clear difference in between my opponent and me. My opponent has recently been written up by the Judicial Conduct Committee for 3 separate ethics violations for violating the constitutional rights of people that come before him. Courtroom outbursts, and if you've seen the video of him slamming his hand on the desk, that's not the type of judicial temperament we need in a Supreme Court justice. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Justices on the court need to be able to look at issues and decide the law and apply the law fairly and equally to everyone, regardless of your place in society, regardless of how the judge or justice may feel that day. When people come before the court, it is their day in court, and they deserve the protections of our Constitution. They deserve to be treated fairly and equally, and I will do that, and I'll do that with integrity as a Supreme Court justice from the mountains.
What would you say to the folks who may have the misconception that, Supreme Court is nothing I'll ever have to be before or have any direct dealings with? It doesn't really shape or have any effect on my life.
Yeah, well, the Supreme Court does. If you have particular instances where the Supreme Court has made a difference over the last several years. You look at education, public education. You look at teachers and their teachers' retirement, and public employees, their retirement system. Those are all issues of state law, and they're governed by state law, and the final decision on those issues lies with the Supreme Court. So it's so important that we elect somebody that cares about issues that are important to working people, that cares about issues that are important to people here in the mountains, and somebody that will serve honestly and with integrity, and I will do that.
Up next, your COVID-19 update. Another day in the red for McGoffin County, another day of several cases confirmed, and another grim day at the state level, according to our governor. We'll have that information for you and more in just a second. There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785. Go with All Pro, and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today.
Tired of worrying about the kids using too much data and overages on your bill? Well, the folks at Appalachian Wireless know that during our new normal, data and speed are necessities for communication in our daily lives. That's why they've created the Unlimited Plus plan with 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. With Unlimited Plus, you get more data on the region's best network, and it starts at $90 a month for the first line. That's $10 a month more than our normal unlimited plan. For double the high-speed data, go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or AppalachianWireless.com for more information on Unlimited Plus.
Go to Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire. We know that life cannot come to a complete standstill because of the pandemic, but we can make sure that you can continue to bank safely and securely by calling either branch of the Sagersville National Bank to schedule any in-lobby services, or by using either of our drive-thrus. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5, and the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. Or by taking advantage of our completely free 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, banking by phone, remote deposit, automatic payment services, and more. Sagersville National Bank, always making your banking easier and safer.
Hello, Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. We have big news. Our credit rebuilding program can put you in a nicer, newer vehicle today. Get 0% financing for 84 months on 2020 Ram trucks. Slow credit, bad credit, or no credit, we can get you approved and save over $3,000 on the Chrysler Pacifica. And it all comes with the Hutch Guarantee.
Your state representative in the 92nd District is John Blanton, and in the last 4 years, he's been working hard. He's secured over $130 million for the district. In Magoffin County, he continued the funding at a cost of $80 million for the Mountain Parkway, while at the same time bringing water and sewer lines to the city of Salyersville and the much-needed industrial park. Your vote is needed to continue the progress in the 92nd District, paid for by John Blanton.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Now for your local and state COVID update. Magoffin County saw another day today with multiple cases of the coronavirus confirmed as of airtime. 3 additional cases to add to what was most recently 5 confirmed yesterday by our Department of Public Health. Just to recap, on Monday's program, there was 15 cases confirmed since my last report late last week, but 15 cases from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday, a total of 5 cases yesterday. Now, from those 5 cases yesterday, 1 was said to be a teacher at the Sagersville grade school, which has tested positive, which has also resulted in the quarantine, I believe, of at least 3, if not 4 other educators at the Sagersville grade school. Also, 4 other cases yesterday, largely connected to a number of cases that stem from church services in the Magoffin and surrounding county area. And then today, 3 more cases confirmed, bringing Magoffin County's current case total to 159 with 2,303 tested, 33 individuals currently in isolation. 20 test results were still pending. I do not have any details about these 3 new cases, if they had any bearing on any school, business, or other institutions or entities. We'll gather some more details if there are any for tomorrow's program. But taking into account those 15, 5, and 3 cases, again, looking at the incident rate for Magoffin County in just a little more than a month's time, here is how Magoffin County has fared, if you will. September the 15th, 11.7, Magoffin County in the orange. A month later, October the 12th of this month, 14.1, still well into the orange. Then go back to this Monday, just day before yesterday, 21.1, still in the orange. And then yesterday, officially in the red at 32.9 cases. That was at 32.9 per 100,000. And then today, Magoffin County has climbed again up to 36.4 for for our positivity rate, which keeps us very well into the critical level. I spoke to the Montgomery County Health Department a few moments ago, who has the same formula that the state uses to calculate these numbers, and by their estimates, with the high number of cases that we saw over the weekend all at once, those cases will not drop off of the list for another 3 or 4 days. So we will be right around 30 or 31 at minimum for several days to come, not falling out of the red anytime in the immediate future, hopefully sooner than later. Also, keep in mind that, as I reported to you on last night's program, that is how the Montgomery County Health Department was able to predict, if you will, that we were going to be in the red, realizing over the course of this past weekend with that high number of cases that we would be in the red this week. It just took the state numbers a few days to reflect that. Essentially, Montgomery County being in the red unofficially on Monday, but the same numbers that had us officially in the red as of yesterday and today were the same numbers that the Montgomery County Health Department had over the weekend. Us being in the red as well has resulted in the cancellation of middle and high school football games. The middle school to play Knott County tomorrow night. That's been canceled. Montgomery and Knott both well into the red. And then the Montgomery County High School football game for this Friday night, taking on Clay County. Both counties, and Clay County even more into the red than we are, both counties agreeing to cancel that game for this Friday night. Turning to the governor's update and going straight to the COVID numbers with some other news to cover in just a few moments. The governor announcing another near or at record level of cases today as he continued to try to drive home how serious this third escalation is for Kentuckians.
The third escalation is very real, and it's very concerning. It's already more concerning than the one that we had in July, and remember what we were seeing in Texas and in Florida. But here in Kentucky, I think the threat is greater. I think it's greater for a couple of reasons. First, our overall number of cases is significantly higher than it was in the summer. Second, we're not just seeing this regionally, we're seeing it happen all over the country. Third, it's not just cases that are going up, it's hospitalizations, ICU occupancy, and deaths. Those are all suggestion of surges. And finally, it's happening at a time where the weather's getting colder and more people are going to go inside. And today, we're reporting the second highest number that we've ever had of new positive COVID cases and the second highest number of deaths. This is a hard day. So today we have 1,487 new cases of COVID-19. Now, when you think about 1,487, remember a certain percentage are going to end up in the hospital. A certain percentage are going to end up in the ICU. And a certain percentage won't make it. More cases, more people who won't make it, more people who suffer what appear to even be long-term health complications. We must do better. And this week we're going to be talking about different practices that we need to get back to do better. And then we're going to be talking in the future about how we as a people can stop this, because we're going to have to. Brings our total number of cases now to 90,996. 186 of today's cases are kids 18 years and younger. Our positivity rate is 4.99%. Obviously, we'd like that much further down. We are testing significant numbers of Kentuckians. That's a positive. But when you're testing as many as we are and you're at almost 5%, it shows that there is a lot of virus out there. Currently hospitalized, 794 Kentuckians. That's up from 776 just yesterday. Currently in the ICU, 203, one more from yesterday. Currently on a ventilator, 2 less. But folks, that's not always a good sign, because the reasons for being off a ventilator can be quite tragic. When we look at new cases by county, Jefferson getting hit really hard again, and we're thinking about everybody in Jefferson County and every county that's experiencing this. Jefferson, 346 new cases. Hardin, 75 new cases. Kenton, 53 new cases. Boone, 45 new cases. Part of this is that Hamilton County, the county that Cincinnati is in right over the river, is having a huge escalation. And we have a lot of virus on our side of the river, but this thing does not care about state or county boundaries. Fayette County, 42 new cases. Elliott County, 39 cases. Hopkins and Laurel and Pike all with 35. Madison with 34. Bullitt and Campbell, 28. Barron, 27. Knox and Whitley, 26. Oldham and Warren, 24. Nelson, 23. Marion, 21. Shelby, 20.
Of those positive cases announced today, 186 were in kids 18 years of age and under. Kentucky's positivity rate still hovering right at 5% at 4.99, and 21 deaths, another one of the highest days that we have had for Kentucky lives lost as a result, in part or to the coronavirus. The governor did preface those numbers with some good news, and we'll close out this report on that note, talking about App Harvest, which is officially open as of today. And I am just absolutely thrilled to, at some point, get to go and see this facility in person. I cannot imagine. Nearly 3 million square feet, the world's largest greenhouse in Moorhead, Kentucky, with the owners announcing that they've just broken ground on another facility just like this, or very near to, also in Kentucky. It's going to provide 300 jobs for the area. It has the world's largest LED lighting structure, or facility, if you will. It also will grow 45 million pounds of tomatoes a year. And that means that a lot of folks, not just around here, but around the nation, will be getting their produce from Kentucky instead of Mexico, other states like California and the like. I am really excited to, at some point, get to see this facility in person. And lastly, tonight, I'm going to leave you with a pretty sweet outlook for your Thursday, Friday. Not so bad either, at least for the first half, maybe a little bit more. But temperatures actually looking to hit the 80-degree mark for your Thursday. Yes, 55 degrees tonight. Some patchy fog, sure, but mostly clear skies and a beautiful end to your Wednesday. And yeah, we will warm up pretty quickly tomorrow and hit about 80, maybe even 81, 82 for some folks. A little lingering fog till about 10 in the a.m., but we're talking sunny and 80 degrees for your Thursday. Not too shabby. Excuse me, mostly clear tomorrow night, and lows in the mid-50s again. Friday's not a bad day. It's just going to be a day of change, and we'll go about half and half on it. We're still going to be mostly sunny, still into the upper 70s, but we're going to factor in some slight shower chances in the afternoon, 1, 2 o'clock or so, about a 20% chance. But this next front does approach, and by Friday evening, will gives us partly cloudy skies Friday night and a 50% chance of some showers and thunderstorms as well. And that's going to kind of set the stage for your weekend, at least the first half of it, because, again, on your Saturday, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but mostly cloudy instead of mostly sunny, and temperatures are going to fall back down to the mid-60s, still holding on to the mid-50s for nighttime lows, but 65, mostly cloudy, and a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms into your Saturday afternoon. Shower chances will wane just a bit Saturday night, and then kind of hang on for your Sunday. 70s, though, the 70s will hang on for your Sunday as well. 73, partly sunny skies make a return, a 30% chance of showers and maybe thunderstorms after 3 o'clock or so in the afternoon Sunday. Close to 64 Sunday night's low. I'll get it in here in a second. And then low 70s again Monday, partly sunny and a 30% chance. And then another front just around the corner leaves us still with some partly sunny skies and a 40% chance of showers Tuesday and Wednesday, but puts us back down in the mid-60s. And that's going to do it for as hard as it is to believe Wednesday already. I've got a great deal of news and ground to cover and just 2 days left of programming this week. I will pick it up right here tomorrow night with more of Your News Today, for which I hope to see you then. Good night, and as always, thank you for watching.